Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where I've spent down our money again, and we've invested it in making a little bit more money. If we go down here, yeah. Mostly workshops, surprisingly. A lot of them were up over 0.2 per month, which is really, really good. I'm very pleased with that. Now, we need to come in here and deal with... Oh, that was a little bit exciting. We need to come in here and deal with quite a lot of rebels, and we're still going to have some rebels for a little while here. But we are actually getting very close to being through those. We're down below 100% overextension, which is a very big deal as far as lowering our unrest goes. And I would like to finish up this siege here, I think. We need to come out over this direction and send... Actually, we can split these forces up fairly safely. And we can do something like that. Move these guys in here. Cool. So that's reasonably under control. I want to move these guys up over this way. And these guys can split up for a bit and cap back some territory here. Fantastic. So that should be well and truly under control until more rebels spawn. Which will be very soon. Hey, look, more rebels. So that's fine. We're going to head up over here. No problem whatsoever there. Only one set of rebels this month. That's actually really, really solid. I'm very happy about that. And we're going to come down over this way. See about eliminating these guys next. Now, we need about another 550 total admin power here to core all of this. So that's going to be a little while yet. No doubt about that. But we've got this pretty under control right now, in all honesty. So that's great. Okay. We're going to get this all put together. And these guys are going to be grouping up over here for the moment. That's fine. And we have an army grouping up over here as well. So we've got one set of zealots here. Not too bad, all things considered. I'll send this force up there, a small unit. So that'll be fine. Completely and totally okay. Fantastic. I'm going to move 2 armies out over this direction. And then I'll leave one over here. That'll be fine. And I would love to get more coring going, but for the time being, we are going to need to finish up the cores that we have here. This is a lot, to be sure. These last couple, the overextension on them isn't that huge, but we do need to get them eliminated. So I'm going to move these guys in over here, finish off that army. I'm going to put a leader in here because I'm slightly... Oh yeah, we're in hostile territory. We actually can't. But I'm slightly concerned about that battle. We'll see how that goes. Separatists out over here, this is not a concern. Only 1 popping per month. That's really not bad. I'm really quite pleased with that. Okay, we're going to come down here, and these guys are going to group together and head in. They'll get there at about the same time. So that's perfect. None this month. I love it. That is absolutely great. We do need to work on getting that situation dealt with. I would like to be bringing our amount of manpower up right now, not down. That would be very nice. But that was another month without rebels spawning. Now, there will be some soon. But that's a really, really good sign. Yeah, we had some Shia zealots converting a location, but that's okay. That's okay. These guys can head on over here. And we've got these forces over here that really should start capping back over this way. But all things considered, this looks quite under control to me. I'm going to send this force in here. That will not be a problem. Okay. Separatists out here. Okay, we'll send this force over to deal with them. Actually intended to get this force, but it's okay. That is fine. We'll go with this. No real problem there. And those sieges will be underway for the next little while. Cool. You can come up here and park. You can come in here and park for the moment. Okay. And we'll just cap back some of these locations. All is good. We've got this solidly under control right now. Separatists here, no problem. We'll just go up there and deal with them. And when are we going to have our next core finishing up? Well, for one thing, we can grab this core, and we definitely will do so. This next core will be done on 1 July 1506, so a little bit under a year here. And that's going to be a huge drop of our overextension. Like, absolutely huge. This is 100% completely under control at this point. No problem whatsoever. We are in no risk here. So that's cool. We will move in over this way, and I do want to hop into supply map mode here. We'll move these guys here, these guys here. And these guys are actually fine where they're at. These should be moved up over this way. And we'll have to work on getting all of these conformed to the template. And we'll also need to get them all moved into a proper location. But for now, I want to make sure that we have our rebels under control first. So that is our top priority. We will convert to Zoroastrian, but not that. I want to sort by unity and convert this instead. Perfect. Okay. So we've got that all under control. And we do have a spare colonist. We should send that colonist somewhere. We're currently colonizing here. I would like to work up this direction a bit, except that we don't have an army up there. So I'm going to send it here temporarily, and that'll be fine. Not you. There we go. Cool. So we've got ourselves some quote-unquote friends over here. They are forceful friends. We forced them to be our friends. They're very, very happy to be our friends. I'm sure this is true. And we're just going to continue to colonize with impunity over here for the moment. I do definitely finish revolt in Karelia. That's fine. I'm actually going to send this force to go deal with that. Cool. So we only need a little bit more here. Oh, right. We do have some guys needing to cap over here. That'll be fine. Is that a single province? It is. So that is good. Okay. Head on in over here and continue to cap this back. How are we doing right now on this? Pretty well, all things considered. We have another set of Phoenician separatists. This is not a problem. We'll just go deal with them. No problem whatsoever there. Okay. We win this battle, as expected, and we will continue to siege back this territory. I'm going to come down here for now. And all of this should be reasonably under control. Yep. And we'll move this army in over here. Cool. So overall, this is looking pretty good. It was getting pretty rough towards the end of last episode, but things have calmed down slightly. Not a whole lot, but slightly. And I think overall we're doing pretty well. No real issues here. Some minor issues, but nothing too major. Okay, so we have rebels that are close to enforcing their demands. Where would that be? Independence for Malwa. Oh, that's this over here. Yeah, we're working on that. We've got plenty of time for it, and we are working on that. Should be fine. Cool. This is no problem. Our vassal will take care of that for us. This is dealt with. So we just need to cap back this area down here. That is our biggest priority at this moment. And that's fine. We can get that done pretty quickly. So no problem whatsoever here. As we can see, we are definitely dropping our unrest. I can feel it, even if I can't necessarily see it so much in this. Actually, being down at like 5.2 for the majority of these, I think that is an improvement. But our overextension is definitely dropping, and I can feel that. The difference in the rebels is extreme. So we're going to bring these guys up over to Mandu. And we're going to head over to Ujjain as well. And I believe that is everything capped back at that point. Until more rebels spawn, anyway. Which there could very well be some. We'll see. It's very likely. Okay. So we need 278 at this point to get our last core going. That's beautiful. And we will continue to convert in Dhaka. All good. So, I think our next step here. We still have rebel uprisings going here. We can get Diptech 9 here. May study technology, colonial range. Sure. We can go for Diptech 9. And that does allow us to do some exploration, which is always good. I want to do the Northwest Pacific. He wasted time but gained friends. Okay. And I would like to roll up actually a couple more explorers, but we don't have the admin power for that. We have an explorer assigned here and one here. This one can explore. Okay, so we just did the Northwest Pacific. Let's do Pacific South America next. There we go. We can only have 2 going, but that's fine. We need 40 more admin power to get this done. So that'll be like 3 months. Cool. How are we doing on our institution spread? Renaissance is spreading virtually everywhere at this point, and colonialism is spreading extremely heavily as well. Actually, look at that. Colonialism could be embraced at this point for 25,000 ducats, but it could be embraced. Okay, so we're going to save up cash at this point, I think. We're making 290 right now. How much are we spending on overextension? A decent amount still. If we were to max this, yeah, we'd be spending money. I think that we should bring this down until we are just barely rooting out corruption. There we go. And then once we drop our overextension, that will fix itself. Cool. So I want to embrace institutions as our next big expenditure. I also want to get all of these armies set up at 26k. That would be nice. We'll go ahead and core Barawa. And we lost a conquistador. That's fine. Not a big deal there. We could do state firearm regiments. There's not really a point. We're not drilling at this moment. One thing we could think about doing, but I'm not going to just now, but we could... let's actually cancel that. One thing that we could think about doing is dropping our military budget. That would save us a hefty amount of cash. No doubt about it. I'm not going to do that right now because of our rebel uprising. We're still too overextended to do that. Once we finish up this one, we're going to be in a lot better of a position for that. Like a whole lot better of a position. We could lose 100 ducats. That doesn't really matter to us. Okay, there's some revolts there. We also cored at the same time. So we have Greek separatists out over here. And we have Carthaginian separatists in Malta. That's going to be exciting to get to. But okay. We'll head over there. Sounds good. Hey, a base manpower and 200 population. We do lose our legendary treasure, though. Sad. Okay, where is our army out over here? Ah, right. We need a new conquistador out here, and we will recruit one, and we will hunt for the 7 cities. Cool. So we stopped our exploration here. Let's go ahead and do Pacific South American coast. There we go. Okay, so they took over Malta. That's unsurprising. Once we get ships over here, we'll go deal with them. Not a big deal. And we'll come deal with this force as well. I would eventually like to grab back some Crownland, but for right now, we can't really do that. So it's all good. Our colonists never arrived here. They must have migrated in. Okay. Well, that's fine. National unrest -2 for our heir. That's not bad. Okay. Greek separatists have occupied Merv. We'll just go in there and take that back. Okay. Get out of here, Maltan separatists. Fantastic. Okay, so we have rebels that are close to enforcing their demands again. Who? Where do they have control? Oh, I didn't see these guys down here. I completely missed that. Okay, we're going to head on down there. Fair enough. Yeah, I completely missed those guys. We'll head on in. No big deal. That'll be fine. Our Navy has finished its mission, and we are going to then do the Southeast Pacific. Fantastic. And we'll cap this territory back up here. Once these guys arrive, I'm actually only going to send one force in here, and we will spend military power here. Okay, Prussians, you can hold off. I'm going to grab these guys and move them in here. Okay, and then we'll come up and deal with these Prussians. No problem. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So when are we going to have our overextension continuing to drop here? Soon is the answer. Under a year. Fantastic. Ooh, a free stability. Yes, please. Okay, so we had some separatists up here. No problem. We'll head on in. 50 admin power? Yes, please. We are way behind in our admin power right now, so that is definitely going to be handy for us. We don't need to spend any more here, but we do need to spend it on our admin tech. We are now behind time in our admin tech. So there's that. Losing some army professionalism here. We'll punish the perpetrator. Okay. So there's that dealt with. No problem whatsoever. We'll get this capped back and get rid of these rebels. Okay. These guys can definitely explore the Southeast Pacific. And we'll come back over here. These guys can come over and take Kati. Fantastic. Things are definitely calming down now that we've gotten our overextension to drop a little bit. So that's great. We will go ahead and convert here. And let's take a look at our provincial unrest. Oh, that's so much better. It's not good yet, but it's better. Much, much better. And we will very soon have our overextension dropping further. This will be 28 March 1509, so just a few more months here. Our colony out over here is now self-sustaining, and I'm going to start moving this army up over here, because I want to get another colonial nation up here. So we'll do that, and we will send our colonist out over here. Cool. They'll arrive there eventually. Eventually. And that'll be fine. We have an unassigned merchant right now, and that's a little strange, but sure, we can definitely assign that merchant. I would like to come back to this node and transfer trade power. They'll arrive here soon, and then we want to send that up to this node. So this one, or actually, yes, this one here. Cool. And that's exactly where it went. Fantastic. So that will boost our income a little bit. And now I want to take a look at how Renaissance is going. How are we doing? Oh, we converted Pagan. We'll get this done quick first, and then we'll take a look at Renaissance. What do we got going on here? Okay, so we've got a lot of spread down over this way. It's spreading in a lot of places, but pretty slowly, if I'm honest. Okay. Colonialism is spreading a lot faster. Admin or dip power here? We take the admin. Our colony up here is now self-sustaining, and now we have a new colonial nation of Armenian Canada. This is going to be a self-governing colony again, I believe. Yes. Okay. So that's in Armenian Canada, and we are going to continue to colonize over here. So we'll send a colonist up there. Fantastic. Armenian Canada found out about felt hats. Felt pats? I don't know what a felt pat is, but sure. I guess that's a pat made out of felt. That would make sense. Okay, so we're going to definitely continue our colonization up there. And I really, really do want to... losing some ducats here is fine. I really, really do want to get Renaissance. That is of vital importance to us. So we're going to get that before we get colonialism, for sure. But man, colonialism is in a lot of places right now. It's basically everywhere coastal, which is huge. The next one is going to be printing press. Most likely to appear in Jerusalem, huh? Province owner, admin tech at least 12. By 1550, that will probably be the case. But we do need to focus in on that, for sure. So Renaissance is what we need more than anything, and at this point, we could work on circumnavigation if we wanted to. It's pretty risky at this period, and we're unlikely to make it on our first few goes. But let's give it a go. Okay, so we're going to try to circumnavigate. I doubt we'll succeed. Okay, they're preparing to attack in a war of aggression. I don't think they're going to attack us, if I'm honest. We have here 10 to 12. Okay, so these guys can just go ahead and dock up. Celtiberian Zealots, that's not shocking, but it's not a big deal. Realistically, our provincial unrest is getting so much better. This is very under control. So that's good. Our overextension is continuing to drop. It's still considered a little bit high. We're getting 3.19 national unrest from that. So most of these, in fact, literally every province here is going to be in negative unrest once we get our overextension down. So that's great. We're really, really happy about that. We're also about to get a government reform here on 1 November. And what do we want to go for here? Well, we just converted Granada. We'll get back to that in a moment. Regional representation might not be terrible, but honestly, I think we go for the governing cap. I really, really do. Governing cap would be great, and we can continue to convert here, so we definitely will do so. What tech do we need to build courthouses again? I need to double check that. We can build them now. No, we can't. It requires admin tech 8. Odd that it wasn't grayed out. But okay. So with admin tech 8, that would be great. That'll give us 100 governing cap on its own, and it will give us courthouses, which will be just huge. That's very, very big. So we definitely want to get admin tech 8. That is our top priority at this point. We can grab that government reform and get ourselves 250 more governing cap. So that is perfect. We will definitely do so. And that puts us at 14,892, about 15k out of 1690. It's still huge. Absolutely huge. But it's not as bad as it was. Okay, we converted another location, and we will continue to do so. Fantastic. So looking at our provincial unrest here, this is so much better. I did not mean to open the production interface there. I wanted to go into here and check when this was going to be done. 9 March. Under a month. Until Malindi is done. That is huge. Absolutely huge. That's going to drop our overextension by a huge amount there. Yes, we are taking high naval attrition here. But yeah, look at that. The unrest is so much lower. Okay, so where is this high naval attrition at? We made it a little ways. But it is certainly going to be tough. I don't think we're going to make it this time, and that's to be expected in all honesty. Okay, we can currently embrace an institution, and that is colonialism. Again, I'd like to embrace Renaissance first. But I think we'll go ahead and embrace colonialism here. Because it's going to be a while yet before we can embrace Renaissance. So we'll embrace colonialism. There we go. And that doesn't really help us over here. Yeah, we're going to be losing ships. That's for sure. This expedition is going to fail. But it's going to get very close here. Okay. So we have we have a path explored. Now, to be fair, or to be clear rather, this is not going to be done. I think we have to base this out of one of our ports here. Yeah. We're going to try this again, and I don't expect it to necessarily work this time either, but we'll give it a go and see how that goes. 50 admin power from Amazons? Yes, please. We definitely need admin power to get courthouses as quickly as we can. We'll be able to do that in a month or two. Cool. That's absolutely great. So we will be able to make our way through there. We'll grab courthouses. And that gives us 100 governing cap. Right there. Now, we have a choice. Do we spend cash on lowering our governing cap via courthouses? Or do we save up for Renaissance right now? Both are ultimately going to happen. The only question... Oh, really? Okay, so who declared this? These guys. Well, we're going to enforce peace. They declined, so we're fighting. We're going to come in over here, and we're going to bring this force in. Yeah, that's what I thought. We lost our theologian, so we're going to stop here, and we are going to then go for yearly inflation reduction. That could work. Okay, we're going to come in over here. There was a revolt out over this way. That's not a big deal. We will eliminate that immediately. And these guys are very silly for declaring on us here, in reality. Like, they just get completely wrecked. Cool. Ungrateful natives up over here. Who could have possibly seen that coming? Not us, that's for sure. Rebels are successful out over here briefly, but not forever. Okay. So at this point, our overextension is definitely in manageable levels. It will continue to drop over the next 6 years, but that's fine. Roman Transalpine Gaul just embraced Renaissance, which is actually good for us. A little sad that they managed to do that, but before we did, but sure, that's fine. It will be embraced here soon enough. Hellenic zealots in Prague. Very rude. And we will head on over there. And yeah, we're taking high naval attrition over here, but you can see we got a little further. And we'll see if we make it all the way this time. One of our ships was lost there. It's still a long ways away. In fact, we lost a number of ships there. Okay, we should probably head over and deal with this. We will need ships for that. That's fine. Okay, so that's all of those ships gone. That's not surprising. We knew that that would likely happen. We kind of need luck at the draw, but we kind of just need better tech, if I'm honest. We'll recruit an explorer here. And what's their maneuver skill? Their maneuver skill was 3. It might be okay. So, if we circumnavigate, they come up here to start it, which is weird, but sure. We'll see how that goes. Okay, we won the Battle of Prague. No shockers there. Fantastic. So this siege will be done soon enough. We converted heretics. That's always good. I want to continue to convert. I think I had that open and was just very dumb, but that's fine. So we can't quite get Renaissance yet. But we'll have that soon. I just clicked right through that. I don't know what that event was. I meant to go out of the mode, but I clicked right on that event. I don't actually know what I clicked on. Hopefully it wasn't anything too bad. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to continue our expansion, and we are definitely going to be a lot more stable. That's for sure. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including, I don't have my notepad open. That's exciting. Let's try to do this from memory here. We've got Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and I think that's all of them. Yes, actually, looking at this over here, I nailed it. Fantastic. And all of the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.